Hello everybody. Welcome to the Market Views update for 14th June 2018 from Brokerage Free. Let's have a look at the important points from yesterday's trading sessions. Markets had a very interesting day yesterday. It ended on a bullish note compared with day before yesterday. But it closed with a bearish candle on daily charts. Foreign institutional investors sold shares worth about rupees 70 crores. Domestic investors bought shares worth about 486 crores. In other news, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, one of the prominent investors in India, well-known investors in India, he picked up a stake of 0.7% in Dish TV through one of his investment companies. HDFC gets cabinet approval to raise 24,000 crores as a foreign direct investment. This should see HDFC prices going up today positively. With regards to the federal policy, the announcement was made yesterday, and as widely expected, the interest rates have been increased by 0.25 basis points. Along with this, the US Fed also announced that there will be 2 more rate increases this year. Based on these announcements, the US markets have come down after the announcements by roughly about 4 points, by roughly about 0.4%, and we'll see more of this later during this session. Let's have a look at Nifty. Nifty opened at 10,887 and closed at 10,856. Nifty made an intraday high of 10,893 and a low of 10,842. The market swung by about 51 points, and it has actually narrowed down, which means that the market is somewhat stabilizing. The markets closed by about 13.85 points up from the previous day close of 10,842. Support levels for Nifty at this point of time is around 10,835 and 10,815. Resistance levels are at around 10,885 and 10,910. At this point of time for the June expiry, then we expect strong resistance levels at 10,900. If Nifty were to breach this, then it should gain momentum and start going upwards. Let's wait and watch how the market responds. As with the long build-up, where there is a price increase but the open interest also increases, we've seen a lot of bank stocks all gaining up long positions. State Bank of India has had a change of open interest by about 6.67%, which is very good. Yes Bank, Axis Bank, ICICI, all of them have seen open interest change by about 3, 4 and 5%. Bharat Petroleum also has seen an increase in open interest of about 5.32. So these are definitely stocks that you should consider, you should start looking at because they've seen a very good amount of change in open interest, which means that a lot of people have taken long positions. With regards to long unwinding, where people who have started long positions but have started closing them, we've only noticed Bajaj Finance, which has had a change of open interest for about 2.83% and a rate difference of 30 rupees, where the price is about 2,231. This is not much update. We don't have a lot of updates here. Short build-up is where people have taken up short positions. We see that India Bulls, Housing Finance, there is a change in open interest of about 14.2%, and the rate change is not much, considering that it is trading around 1,200, and with a change of only 10 rupees or 11 rupees, 10.7. The rate change is not much, but it seems like there is a lot of short positions being initiated at India Bulls. The other notable stocks that you should consider looking at is Tata Steel with a change in open interest of 0.06% and a change in about 12.4 rupees. And the other ones, Kotak Mahindra Bank with the change only of about 0.27%. That's not a lot. So if you happen to trade in any of these stocks, you be careful that any price decrease in open interest, it means that short positions are being initiated, and for these stocks the prices might likely go down a little bit more. Adani Ports also has had a change in open interest of 2%. Zee Entertainment also has a change in interest of 2%. So these are the stocks that you should watch out for, to where the rates are expected to go down, because there are a lot of short positions. Short covering, if we can see, where there is an increase in price, but the open interest decreases. We do not have significant information that we can use for our trading sessions, except for Tata Consultancy Services. Yesterday's video update, we had made a mention of Tata Consultancy Services, where there was a long build-up happening. And now this, as per our calculations, it comes under short covering. However, the price has increased by about 43.1%. The change in the open interest is roughly about 7.28%, which is also very high, which means that a lot of people who have had taken up long positions have actually started closing them, but that is how it has to be taken. And this Tata Consultancy Services is basically appearing here not because of short covering, but actually people who are further entering into long positions, as well as people who have closed short positions as well. So let's have a look at the world markets. The United States markets were down roughly about 0.47 and 0.4%, the Dow Jones and S&P 500. This is as a result of Fed policy announcement, increasing the rate by about 0.25%, interest rates by about 0.25%, and also announcing that there will be 2 more rate increases this year. The Brazilian markets were down by about 0.87%. Canadian markets remained more or less the same, but with a difference of 0.05%. Chile was down by about 0.18%, and Mexico was up by about 0.21%. The European markets largely remained the same. England with no change, and European markets up by about 0.13%. France with only a difference of 0.01%. Germany was up by about 0.38%. Swiss was down by about 0.07%. The Asian markets, Japanese markets were down by about 0.38%. Otherwise, Hong Kong, China were all up by about 0.16 and 0.52%. The Mumbai Sensex and the NSE Nifty was up by about 0.13% as of yesterday. At the time of running this report, the Singapore Nifty was down by about 23 points, and with a percentage change of about 0.21%. This is to give an indication markets may open at around the same range, and we expect this to be range bound today. Considering the Fed announcement, we still have to see how it is going to affect the Indian markets. So please be cautious with your trades today. Thank you for watching this edition of Market Views Update from Brokerage Free. Invest wisely for a better future. Good luck with your trades. Thank you.